So let's dive right in, you guys. So I have all my hair put away. A little something I try to do. Anyway, that's beside the picture. Let's hurry up because my face is feeling so plain. I don't even have no eyebrows. I don't have on anything. I look so plain. And then this doesn't make it any better, you know. Look. Yes. But anyways, I have a lot of drugstore. Well, first and foremost, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. Please subscribe, like, you know, hang out, relax, enjoy the videos, comment by any means, comment. So jumping right into it, I have a lot of drugstore makeup here in front of me, so I'm just gonna go along and talk about them as I go, and at the end I'll give my final thoughts on all of the makeup that I tried. A handful of stuff is not new, but majority of the products that I'm using today will be new. So I'm gonna show you guys how to get a full face beat to go from 0 to 100 using all affordable products. And like I say, we're also gonna test them out. It's not drugstore. It's the only thing on here that's probably not drugstore besides the brushes that I use. So my lips are feeling a little dry, so I'm just gonna go ahead. This is the, I wanna say Laneige Lip Glowy Balm. $15, really good at Sephora. I like to put this on before I do my makeup. The first product that I'm going to be using is this NYX Eyebrow Gel. It's a waterproof, the color Espresso. It's my first time using it, so let's just see if, you know, it's worth it. I don't think I've ever used an eyebrow gel. I've always used a cream or a pencil, so, or powder. So right off the bat, I'm going to just put some on the back of my hand. The consistency is thick. I'm gonna use my ABH brush 7B to carve these brows out. Oh, this is nice. Line these little brows up. It's very nice and pigmented in color. I started off at the end of the brow and then I pushed the rest of the product toward the front because I don't need it to be too dark in the front. But this is nice. I was expecting this to be watery. I don't know why. So this is like kind of like the base. I'm gonna clean it up with concealer to make it a little more sharper because I don't have the patience right now. I just want to get them on. Okay, so both brows are on. They're looking like cousins right now, but that's okay. We are going to fix that. That is all going to be fixed. Okay, so next up I have the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer. I have here 4 shades, so I am going to go ahead and swatch these on the back of my hand so we can figure out which one would be good to contour. Which one could be good to clean up with, that's close to my skin tone, and then we're gonna find one that's gonna be good for highlighting, so I will use these for highlighting later. The walnut. Next is Latte. Oh, that'd be a good highlighting shade for me. That has more yellow in it. Okay, next I have Cedar. Oh, that's perfect for the under eye. Then this is the shade Toffee. I know my swatches suck, but you guys get the point. I'm gonna use my Zoeva 322 brow line brush to clean that up. Okay, so now that we have some brows on, they're not looking like cousins too much anymore. So next I'm going to use this Brow This Way by Rimmel London. It is a brow styling gel. It's affordable. I use this all the time, so this is not new. This is one of those products I was telling you about that might not be new. I just go over my brows like that. I brush them up some and I just drag this through. Kind of helps, like I say, clean up and shape them at the same time. Okay, so for our eye base, we are going to use Luscious Angel Eyes eyeshadow primer. Let's test this out because I'm always using the P. Louise base. So dot just a little bit like that and a little bit on this side. And I'm going to use my Zoeva 142 concealer buffer, and we're just going to go ahead and buff this all over the lid. Spreads out nice and evenly too. Not bad. It has a really light, I think this, what is this? This is in the shade Nude. It has a really light base to it and it doesn't feel sticky, like too sticky. I mean, I feel a little tack, just a little bit, but it's not too sticky. So I don't even think I'm gonna need to set this with a translucent or anything. I'm just gonna go in with the shadow to see how it performs. Looking good so far. I'm liking the base. Okay, moving right along. The palette that we are going to be using today is the Profusion Infatuation palette. Very pretty. Oh, that's so nice. They had a brown palette, but I'm always drawn to brown colors and shades. So when I seen this in Target, I was like, oh, I want that. I don't know if it's called chocolate or whatever, but it has like a bunch of brown shades in it. And I'm always like, oh, brown, gravitating to like, you know, those type of shades. So I said, no, I'm going to go ahead and get this. Even though I feel like some of my looks always have pink in them or like a pink undertone to them. We're going to try, you know, to mix it up. I'm either going to use the brown shades in here, or I'm going to use these dark purple shades. I don't know what I want to do. So let's just go ahead and open it up. Now it has a brush which does not look like a cheaply made brush like some of those brushes be in those palettes. They look cheap as I don't know what. That's not the case with this one. So we're going to try this one out. I'm going to do some color with this. I do want to kind of just, I want to do a matte cut crease. So we are going to go in with, let's go in with Darling. That's a pretty shade. Darling is really pretty. We're going to go in with Darling in the crease. But as far as the color that it's giving me, I'm not getting a lot of too much fallout on my face. But as far as the pan, it's a lot of kickback. I think this palette retails for like $10. You can't beat that or complain about fallout. I'm just saying. I'm gonna go in with Oasis up here. So yes, I'm taking Oasis so we can get a nice blend. Okay. And I'm still using that same brush that came with it. I think this brush is doing an excellent job. I am going to take my e.l.f. crease brush to deepen this up a little bit. I am going to use Tease right here. Right here. And now this color, certain colors have a little bit more kickback than others, and this color is definitely falling out on my face, but I'm gonna use a makeup wipe to clean it up. Okay, now I don't want the crease too dark, so I'm gonna go back in with that Profusion brush that came with the palette and take Darling, which is the first shade that I started off with, and I'm just gonna go back in and swoosh this back and forth a little higher above the crease, just to blend it out a little bit more, like seamlessly. To cut the crease, I'm gonna go ahead and use my MAC 252 flat brush and that same eyeshadow primer base that we started off with the eye. And the key to doing a cut crease is to tap and pull back, tap and pull back. Okay, so both the eyes are caught up. Now let's go ahead and finish out the eyes. Take the color Oasis, the same color that we used to blend out the crease, and I'm going to put that all over the lid with a Anastasia number 18 brush. I am just going to take that same Profusion brush, and now I am going to use the color Outspoken, which is right here. I'm going to use this right here, this color right here. And I am going to put that into the outer corner to just blend this whole look together. Pretty. Okay, so that's all I'm gonna do for the eyes as of right now. Okay, so not looking too shabby, shall I say. Lots of fallout though, but that's okay. Now I am going to go in with this chocolate gel eyeliner by Bang Beauty. Never tried anything but black, so this is nice to see. Test this out. Be using my Anastasia number 7 brow brush. Okay, so let me just try some of this on my hand and see if it, okay, so yeah, this is very light. So yeah, this is not gonna do too much. I think the eyeshadow is a little too dark. I don't necessarily want to do a black eyeliner with this. I'm gonna go ahead and take my NYX eyeshadow base in white, a little bit on the back of my hand like this. I'm back again with that Luscious Angel eyeshadow base. It's a really good base. I've been dipping back and forth with this. I'm gonna put a little bit on the back of my hand as well. So I'm creating like a little thick consistency to mix them together. And then I'm gonna do a wing liner and I'm gonna fill it in with some eyeshadow. And take my Sonia Kashik, going to go back into the Profusion palette, and I'm gonna use Personal, which is this pinky shade right here. Okay, so I have cleaned up the wings, the under eye area, and we are looking, this palette, I like it. This is kind of what I was going for. It looks really good. I'm still getting that pink. I was going for a more chocolate, chocolatier. I was going for a more brown look, but I'm feeling this. I really am. It's really nice. So let's keep going. So next I am going to coat my lashes with some of this Essence Lash Princess and False Lash Effect mascara. A lot of these purchases that I do when I do shop for makeup be kind of impulse buys, and sometimes it'd be recommendations from other people. So yes, this looked interesting. A lot of people talk about this, and it had a lot of good ratings on Ulta. So let's test it out. Let's give it a test. It just literally extended my lashes so evenly, not clumpy. I'm shook. This is nice. I mean, this is almost better than some of the higher end mascaras that I have. It really gives you that false lash effect, like it said. Okay. Okay. The lashes that I am going to use, I just went on AliExpress and looked up 3D mink lashes. So these are probably like about, I don't know, maybe $5-10 bucks. Come with like a cute little mirror, and this is like a little compact that they came in. And they're so cute. Because we did the eyeshadow, I'm gonna go with these top ones right here because they're not as thick going down. The glue that I am going to use is something that I always use from the beauty supply. So this is like an affordable eye glue, which is the Star Glue in clear. The Duo, it looks like Duo, but it says Star Glue. And the Duo one, it's too harsh on my eyes for some odd reason. The Duo one kind of irritates my eyes after a few hours. They get watery and itchy, whereas this one doesn't. Okay, so let's move on to the more interesting part, which is complexion. I have my e.l.f. Poreless Putty. This is not a new product. I've been putting a little work in here, so I just like to put this all over the face. Some of my, because my lips feel like they've gotten dry. We are going to try this Infallible Matte Lock-It, this L'Oreal Infallible Matte Lock-It primer. It's a mattifying primer, so I usually get oily up in my T-zone. I am caramel. I am normal to combo, so I do get a little, you know, oily down the middle. Oh, and right up in here. So let's just foundation. Woo! We are going to be using the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear. This claims, where's the claims? Where's the claims? So it's breathable and a buildable coverage. Breathable and buildable. Let's test this out. So I have the shade 500, which is Honey Bisque, and I have the shade 510 Hazelnut. A little too light, And then this looks a little too dark, but I'm going to swatch them on my chest to see if I could just use one or if I should just mix them. This is 500. The undertone looks a little off. Just a little bit. Unless it probably could have worked, so just put that aside. And the consistency of these are a little liquidy or watery. Ooh, that's too dark. So let's try to mix them. Let's see how they look together. I'm gonna put that right there. Now we talking. Okay, so this is 510 by itself. This one in the middle is 500. And then this is mixed. So I probably can go with the mixed one. It's still a little bit too dark, but if I use more 500 and then put a little bit of that hazelnut in there, then it should work. Let's take my Sonia Kashik. So far this foundation is looking really good. Concealer, I am going to take that concealer that we use, same brand, but I'm going to take Latte instead to highlight underneath the eyes. And I'm not going to use too much because I don't know how much this spreads, and it's also claimed to be full coverage. So, oh, this is blending out beautifully. Let me just get up close on here. Not bad. For powder, I'm going to test out this Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder in the shade Light Medium 20. It doesn't have a yellow tint, it has more of a peach tint to it. Dry Beauty Blender sponge in it. Put some of it on the back of my hand and just go in and set underneath my eyes and all the places that I use concealer. Smashbox sheer powder brush and just sweep it all around. I'm going to go in with this Wet n Wild pressed powder in this shade. With this Wet n Wild pressed powder in the shade Tan Beige, and I'm just gonna slightly tap this around my face. For bronzer, I'm gonna try this new brush, which is by Real Techniques. It's the Rebel Edge Broad Brush. And try the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Bronze It in the shade Deep 03. There we go. Let's diffuse that out. This is an easy brush to work with too. And I'm going to take Rimmel Maxi Blush Powder Blush in Sweet Cheeks 004. Not that much. Okay, so for highlighter, I'm going to go into the Sleek Makeup. This is the highlighting palette in Cleopatra's Kiss. I am going to go ahead and take this nice gold color. I'm going to use a Morphe M310 brush to do so. Ooh, that's pretty. So I just used my Zoeva 231 Petite Crease brush, and I went in with the two colors that I used for my crease, which was Daring and Oasis. I put Daring on the outer corner and Oasis in the inner corner. I'm going to go into these LA Girl Shockwave neon colors, and I'm going to put the neon pink into the eye. Give it a little pop. Now I'm going to go in with that mascara that I used in the beginning, which is Essence, the False Lash Effect Lash Princess mascara. I'm going to line my lips with Matte Cork. Now I do have these L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Liquid Lipsticks. One has a pink tone to it. One is more like a brown tone to it. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and go in with the brown one, and they smell like chocolate too. So oh yeah, that's pretty. I'm going to use my e.l.f. Lip Plumping Gloss in Peach Bellini. Last but not least, I am going to spray some Make It Last setting spray. It's a prime, correct, and a setting spray. It says 16-hour wear. This is not new. You guys can see I've been using this a little bit, so I love the smell of this too. Let me just go ahead and douse my face. Okay, so I didn't come back out with no hair video for y'all, no outro for the hair to flip and all that, but my hair is wrapped, you know. But anyway, Face is Beat, all affordable and drugstore makeup. Let's quickly go over some of the things that I've used. This balm, I recommend this. Consistency of it, and like I say, it reminds me, it's in between a liquid and a cream, so it's like right there. Wasn't expecting that. I thought it was gonna be very, very liquidy, and it wasn't. Surprised me. Love it. I will continue to use this. This palette is bomb. Love this palette. Love the shadows. Did have fallout. I did see a lot of people using this, and I was kind of skeptical about Profusion shadows, but after using this, I mean, because they're cheap, so I always get kind of skeptical about certain cheap palettes. I'm like, oh, it's not gonna work, or it's not gonna be pigmented, or it blends out pretty good. You do have to kind of pack the colors back on there. If you are working with the colors, you might have to put them back on if you're blending them out. Just pack them on just a little bit, but it's very pigmented, and it has a lot of fallout in the pan, and also when you're blending your shadows on your eyes. But other than that, I mean, as you can see, I feel like they worked very beautifully. Good palette for the price you can get it for, which is like 10 bucks. It's can't beat that with this. I can see myself doing a lot more looks, maybe playing around with some of those metallics in there, because I did a whole matte look today, so winner. I was not feeling this Bang Beauty, only because even though it was a light brown, it wasn't black, I was still expecting a little bit more pigment like a Bang. It didn't necessarily even show up, although I know my colors on my lid are, you know, it's there. They're not that faint, but still, when I swatch it on my arm, you've seen the color. When I try to put it on my lid, it just was really dry, and yeah, this was a no for me. Love these lashes that I have on right now, the AliExpress lashes that I looked up, and these are actually pretty good. I mean, I'll probably keep on ordering some of those nice 3D mink lashes because they're cheap. They're like $3, and I'll be seeing some websites selling for 20. So anyway, moving along. Concealer. The concealer, I would have to wear it throughout the day. I mean, firsthand, it's not too bad. I see just a little bit of creasage, but as far as how it blended out in the colors are bomb. The blendability is bomb. I do see a little bit of creasing, but I don't know how long that'll hold up, so that's neither here nor there unless I do a wear test on this. So far this is okay. The foundation, I must say, the foundation is really, really nice. I can see myself using this some more. It blended, the color was good, even though I felt like 500 and 510, I had to mix them. I'm still gonna work with it. I might test out 500 just by itself, because even though it looked a little orange on my chest, I feel like I probably can work with it after the highlighting and contouring or bronzing. So I will test this out some more. I did like it firsthand. What else? The Sleek palette, the highlighter is really good. It's nice and blinding. I do like this highlighter, so this is also a go for me. Oh, let's not forget the primer. This is smoothing and it is blurring, not to the full extent, but it's there. This is probably the first drugstore primer that I've tried that didn't ball up on me or make my face even drier or skip when I try to blend it out. This is really nice. For it to say mattifying, it does give you a little bit of smoothing and blurring, so I'm gonna continue with this too and just, you know, see how my final thoughts on this really is. Oh wait, before we get into that, I got two more. Three more. The L'Oreal True Match Bronze It, nice. Face and body, really nice. As you guys can see, it just gave me that nice kiss of a bronze. I'm here for it. It looks really good on camera as it do in person, so I'm really here for this. The blush was good. It blended out really good. Like the blush too. Look at all these products I'm liking. They just bomb. I mean, I don't know. These are really good products. Okay, I think I did a good batch on this one. This is really good. I don't need not like one product so far, so we're doing pretty good. This Luscious Angel eyeshadow primer, I have to say is my second favorite of this. I love this primer. I did not have to set the primer with the translucent or anything. It almost reminds me of the P. Louise, only it's just a little bit more tackier. The more you use, the tackier it is. So if you use a little bit, then it'll dry down. The more you start to pack this on, like if you're cutting out the crease and you have more on your brush, it's going to get a lot tacky, but you could drag it down and blend it out, and it's perfect. It grabs at the eyeshadow, and I actually really like this. It's like my second favorite. I'll continue to use this as well. These Neon LA Girl Shockwave eyeliners are so bomb and pigmented for the price. I still see it in my waterline. Bomb. I mean, I have like all of the colors. I was just testing out this pink one, and so far it is super bomb. I do like this light beige Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder for a drugstore. I have to say this is probably the best I've tried so far. The way it's set under the eyes, and I like how it kind of toned down because it has a peachier undertone. It kind of toned down that yellowness in the concealer, so that was a plus for me. The Infallible Pro Matte Lipstick, it's not bad. Like, I have to keep wearing it. I do like the color. I like how I feel. It's a liquid lipstick, a matte lipstick, liquid lipstick, but it wasn't drying to the lips like some other products that I've tried are very drying. This Elf is by far one of my products. This was, I was testing out this color, but I do have all the other shades in the plumping gloss, so this is like the newest shade. Bomb. It does give you a little tingle to the lips, but not overly bearing. It's just right, and it looks good. I didn't pile that much on because I didn't want too much of a pop. I just wanted a little bit of gloss, so yeah, you can make this a little bit more intense. And last but not least, my most favorite product of this whole makeup tutorial has to be the Essence Lash Princess False Lash Effect Mascara. This is so bomb. Not clumpy. I could definitely say it does a great job at volume and length to your lashes. Volume and length. Bomb. My bottom lashes have never looked this full, and I didn't even build it up. I just used one. I went over it a few times. I wasn't trying to do like one coat and another coat. I just tested it out and kept going and going, and as I went, it would build, especially with the top lashes. So if I didn't mention anything at the end, it's because I probably used it before, and it's a pretty good drugstore product as it is. So yes, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Once again, if you guys like what you see and you guys want more videos, please like, comment, and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Until next time, you guys,